Dude, why? Do you know why all those rappers call themselves little?
Are they big?
No, like that's a legitimate question. Why do they call themselves?
I'm gonna
little?
Google it right now.
No,
Why do you?
It's the first.
It's the first thing. Why do rappers call themselves little? Why are there so many little rappers? Okay, no, don't lean on the table. Don't lean on the table.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hi. Oh, we're taking a break. Oh, okay.
Okay, so
we're researching for you at home.
yeah. So the first answer I find is I think it is because they lack creativity and they want to follow
there's a funny
trends.
thing. I think it was Pharrell or someone. He was like, all these people calling themselves little is really doesn't vibe well with me, because like what you say represents what you are. So if you call yourself little, you kind of become small.
So here's one that makes slightly more sense.
Okay.
In certain communities, especially Black American, nicknames are more prevalent, and Little is one of the most common ones. Like your uncles would call you Little Sammy.
Or Big Sammy if you're a big guy.
Okay.
So that's why it's not Notorious B.I.G.
All right. I guess we're starting. Yeah, we're starting.
One, Ixis versus Griffith. The run back. Ixis did take this in winners finals, 3-2 in what was basically a timeout win on a 5% differential right there.
So what you're saying is it was close.
It was
close. It was long, it was tiring, and it was good performance from both.
It was a great performance by both, and the mental stamina needed to play your own game so long is just impeccable. And look at this already. Griffith getting that early witch time to even up the percentages, and that's exactly what he needed, because when Ixis does have that lead, he does tend to run the clock. And just like this, these combos.
Oh, wow.
Two single hit up Bs.
Wow, okay. I'm impressed. I like it. Did you just stab? No? Okay. Nobody needs to know. The camera wasn't on us.
I didn't dab. Sam dabbed.
No.
Anyway, that was just impeccable combo game by Griffith. Such a good route, using that single hit, instantly recognizing where Ixis was going to get sent off to, and just like that, he had the full confirm on deck. Only a back air on the witch time. That is not optimal.
It's better than nothing. I guess Ixis, he is used to these kinds of scenarios where he just instantly air dodges after the witch time, but I think Griffith is not used to punishing that.
Yeah,
or at least it seems like it. He's missed it twice. Like because he's just spamming up our up tilt.
It's a very easily punishable maneuver. You just need to know how to deal with it.
Yeah, of course. You need just experience, straight up. That's it. You don't need anything more.
Nice back air by Ixis, and he really needs to take the stock if he wants to get back into this game ASAP. That back air is going to help him a lot, but not enough yet.
Griffith immediately retreating to his favorite place, the platform. Now finds himself with
Ooh, and once again the air dodge, and Griffith once again whiffing a million moves.
Yeah, that was like 3 whiffed moves, and Ixis gets out. So yeah, congratulations Ixis, you get out of there. I wonder if Griffith is going to adapt over the course of the set and decide, you know what, I think I can punish with XYZ.
Is back throw gonna be it? That is gonna be it. Barely eking out that stock. Very well done by Ixis, getting that grab by the ledge. And just like that, he's back in the game. He just needs 2 good hits to basically even up the percents, because that spin dash is insane damage output for Sonic.
Of course, if he gets it right.
Side B,
but here slides
up B, up. Oh,
he falls out. Nice SDI up.
He did get the 64 hit stun, but in the end, Griffith was not fast enough in reacting to that to capitalize on that. However, all the damage is something he is capitalizing on. All the pressure in the world in Griffith's favor, and there's not
that
a lot
landing back
Ixis
was
can do
really
about
nice.
it. Up air into back air, nice little string, 23%, not bad.
I mean, we take it chip by chip, right? That's how we do this matchup. That's how we've always done it.
And that's exactly what he needs to do. That's a 40%. Griffith a little bit hyphy on the up smash. However, he does have the room to. Still sitting on more than a 50% lead. Bat within. And the punish was a forward throw. Ixis off stage. Makes it back on stage, but not without its punish. Griffith so much pressure. Spin dash cancels.
Spin dash cancels versus bullet arts. It's a very...
It's just, this is a little bit of downtime.
Common, popular.
Yeah.
What's the word for that? Trendy? Hip?
It's not trendy or hip.
It's Gucci.
It's basically all they can do until they get a little bit more of a read on their opponent and what they intend to do, and then they can play into that minor read. You know, if you feel your opponent is going to jump, you can try to capitalize on that and slowly but surely push them into a situation in which they are gonna take the hit. And just like that, Griffith coming out swinging with a great combo to put game 1 into his advantage, and then afterwards slowly choking Ixis' life out of his blue little body.
I was about to wonder how you're gonna end that one.
Blue little body. Nah,
like what are you gonna say? Body, heart, brain, ears, eyes?
Everything.
Okay.
There was nothing left.
There was nothing left except for game
that
number
back air
2.
hurts, dude. Those are
Where
heals. Those
now-
are gun heals.
Now we have something different to present to you.
For the
it's
first
the
time.
Megaman.
Yep.
And Griffith immediately comes in with the falling up. I gets 22%.
So already we see a very different game. There's a lot of pressure that Megaman can put on Sonic even when behind, because those lemons they just cover his approach so spectacularly. Look at those lemons all coming in
These
with
lemons,
these approaches.
These lemons are basically his substitute for the bullet arts in this case. Except these things have hit stun.
Yeah, there's hit stun. They let him approach. They allow him to stay mobile. There's a lot of things he gets out of the lemons. And one thing that I think deserves mentioning is Ixis has played the last 6 games just Sonic versus Bayo. And throwing the Mega Man immediately afterwards mixes it up quite nicely, to be honest.
Yeah.
And we already see that work out because there's so much more of a back and forth going on in this case.
That's also, of course, one of the great parts of having multiple characters that you can play in multiple matchups. It's to change the pace.
Yep.
Not just your own, but also the opponent's. So right now we find Griffith off stage. Is the spring going to connect? No? Okay. Drop. Untechable. Okay.
Forward air all the way into the stage, and there was nothing left of that Mega Man. Super Fighting Robot to the trash heap, and that's really hard to tech, to be honest.
Most definitely. Oh, and he comes down with the air dodge beat and double jump back air. And
0% on both characters, and that's
that
even.
1 minute 30 seconds. That's a little bit faster than usual.
A little bit.
A little bit faster than usual.
So we
That's
already
right.
see the pressure that Mega Man puts on Ixis, on Sonic, come into play from the get-go. And to be fair, the kill that Ixis got was an uncharacteristically low percentage kill for Sonic. Sonic usually not that low of a killer. And I think that is going to be very vital in the second stock. Will Ixis find another one of those rare low percentage kills, or is it going to be Griffith who is going to abuse Mega Man's back air rage kill power in this matchup? Because that back air is a lot easier to hit than Sonic back air.
Yeah. Slightly faster.
Nice vortex by Ixis, immediately catching the landing lag with the spin dash, and there's so much presence by Sonic versus his Mega Man, because he just keeps spin dashing, using the platforms to extend his mobility. And while lemons are great, they're not going to help you when Ixis can choose what direction he comes from.
I honestly feel like Ixis, he might like this one a little bit better. It feels like more like Ixis to me, this one.
Yep.
He spin dashes around, he gets back ass here and there. He charged the forward smash at the ledge. I don't think he has ever done that in the last 6 games.
Yep. And
he gets to play his game sometimes. At least sometimes, unless he's getting lemon walled out.
Yep. But in the end, that lemon walling is only going to be nickel and dime. And ooh, a little bit off on the punish there. And
wow,
the
metal blade into immediate up tilt.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Will Ixis find that early kill again, or is Mega Man going to use that rage to bring it back? And that's exactly what happened. Man, Griffith, so alert, so strong with the punish game on his Mega Man.
And now we're going into game number 3. This is looking to go into a reset for Griffith. I don't know if Ixis is trying to prevent that immediately. There's some interesting shenanigans on some grand finals set where for 3 games somebody is just stalling it a little bit out, checking opponents, right? Feeling it a little bit out. Because whoever is coming from losers, they need to try hard. They need to put on their A game. The guy who's coming from winners, they can take some time to analyze, some time to, I don't want to call it sandbagging, just
they have room to work with.
Reserve the energy,
basically.
Because of course, this is a long day. It's like, what is it? It's like 8 p.m. They've been playing for a long day. Energy reserves are a thing. I've heard these stories before of players saying, I have no energy left at the end of the day. For example, the last one I remember was like Longo against Alphen Grand Finals.
To be fair,
Yeah.
You need the energy to play Sonic versus Bayonetta. And I can imagine that, especially for Griffith, who had to go through losers finals to get here, playing more Bayo versus Sonic sounds extremely tiring.
Yes.
I can imagine he might have gone for Megaman simply because of the stamina factor. However,
it's definitely possible.
Right now, the Megaman is just not what he wants it to be.
But then again, everything can change. His punish game is there. We've seen it last game. It didn't look too hard for him. We said Ixis can play his game. We said Ixis is doing what he's doing usually. But then Griffith just came out of nowhere with one little metal blade, one little up tilt, and the little things turned into a big win.
Let's see if these little lemons can turn into a big reset here, because Griffith, it might not be about the trip anymore, but there's still that #1 spot.
Of course.
Nice confirmed by Ixis, but not going to be a kill. And this is where it starts getting a little bit scary for our blue hero right here, because Mega Man with Rage can make a lot of things happen.
And these diagonal metal blades on shield are dangerous. They are some of these things that can make the magic happen.
Yeah, the diagonal metal blades definitely set up into kills very, very nicely. Not just footstools, but also lemon locks. Just raw.
Up throw, and that's going to be stock #1 here.
Wow.
And Ixis just pops the balloon for good measure.
Ixis is really good at finding those grabs on the platforms. He's killed Griffith multiple times with them.
Yeah. He's pretty good at this whole karma thing.
And Griffith looking a little bit lost here. Not even 50% on Ixis, and he's already on his last stock. The only thing that's really been working out consistently has been that lemon walling.
Of course.
But the lemon walling is not going to carry you all the way to victory.
Yeah, that's just chip damage. It doesn't kill, doesn't really set up anything. It just gets 2% here and there, 6% there.
Yeah, and even then, Ixis is not the type of player to get frustrated by a few stray hits.
Yeah, he's had worse things in this set.
Oh, yes.
Just in this tournament in general.
And Ixis just sharking the ground, using that spin dash, using his Sonic's natural speed as well to just put on so much pressure. That spin dash, while it is fast, it still has like about a 20-frame startup. So in a lot of cases, if the spin dash does not work out, you can cancel it and start dashing at them. It's going to be a lot of pressure, and Ixis is very good at using it. Once again, the rude up B. However, in this case, no punish from either side, really.
Okay, Griffith was looking for a roll read right there, positioning himself for a perfect up tilt, but Ixis says, no, I'm going to run towards the other direction.
Oh, no
he
grab.
Almost got another one of those grabs.
And look at that, the spin dash to Becker. He's been getting so many of those, and Griffith is just on life support right now. That 2-0 lead is looking to evaporate before our very eyes as Ixis makes quick work of what is left of Griffith. Let's see what Griffith can do to even make this happen. Where do you think Griffith can even find a kill in this scenario?
Of course, we've said before, if he finds anything, it's going to be one of those very interesting up tilts. He's got Metal Blade into up tilt. He can do Lemon into up tilt, which is more of a conditioning type of thing.
Right.
And there is back air at the ledge, but Ixis needs to mess up horribly for that, and he didn't. He goes with the invincibility right to the back air and kills him off the top with the up air. That's going to be game #3 taken for Ixis here.
Very dominant showing by
I
Ixis.
would say so, yes.
And while the Mega Man did mix him up a little bit on that game 2, right now he has adapted back, and I think it's time for Griffith to pull out the Bayonetta once more.
Yeah.
Because the Mega Man, that is definitely a strong statement by Ixis. The Mega Man is not going to work out anymore, and we already see Griffith hovering back to the Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Very wise choice, in my opinion.
For a split second, I would also say, what about Fox? Like, I thought for a split second, like, Fox isn't also too bad against Sonic.
For sure.
There is the possibility, but there is no need for the Fox. Unless you want to play the game, as we've said before. Bayonetta against Sonic, it can be exhausting, right?
Right, exactly.
Fox, slightly less so. It's still exhausting because you're still facing a Sonic, a strong Sonic, evasive Sonic, but slightly less so. You don't need to put your entire resources into platform camping and playing this bullet art game in the neutral.
That is true. However, there is nothing that is better for Griffith in this matchup, or in this player matchup, than to pull out the Bayonetta, that +1, some even would say +2 matchup. And it's already looking rough for Ixis compared to last game, especially last game. We saw a very dominant showing already. Griffith has a lead right now.
Yeah, but we can already see Ixis clawed back a little bit of these percentages here and there with his good old spin dash body. And now we can see the good old game, Spin Dash versus Bullet Arts. Who is going to take it out on top? Absolutely nobody. They're just doing percentages here and there.
Ooh, nice dash attack by Griffith, but Ixis very, very quick on the trigger. Uses that invincibility.
Landing Nair. These landing Nairs are very interesting because, of course, they are an okay option in that scenario, but not if you get Witch Timed. If you get Witch Time from that, that's like one of the rare punishes where Witch Time gets fully charged into an up smash, and where you can easily take these kills at 70%.
Right now, a little bit of a patient game. Still a minor lead for Ixis, which is a lot better than the start of the game. We saw Griffith take an early lead. However, right now, a little bit of a combo to down air, barely whiffing. That would have possibly been a stock if that would have connected.
I surely do think so. And I really like down air punishes on ledges like that, or rather platforms like that.
Oh, karma? No karma.
No karma. No karma, no judgment, no justice.
No dreams, no hopes.
No, only down throw now.
And nice side B into back air, straight for the kill. However, Ixis is going to live and even reverse the situation with that up air from the ledge. Ooh, punish.
Oh, there could have been a side B aerial most likely, but Griffith landed into the platform. Nobody wants to side B on that platform. There's no heel slide on this platform for anybody out there in the world.
Definitely not a good call for Bayo. However, misinputs happen, and dealing with it well is Griffith right now. He does have a percentage deficit. However, look at this. Sonic offstage is his prime position for Griffith to make this lead happen. However, Ixis already disengaged and is back to neutral, trying to get out of this sticky situation, using that spin shot once more. And the up B way too high of a percentage to confirm into anything, but not for spin dash. Ixis ready with the kill confirm.
Yeah, Ixis pulling out his powers right now in Grand Final set number 1.
Yeah, dude, he chaos control is supersonic right here.
There's different powers on play for him sometimes.
Anyway.
Wow. That's the best tradition you could do?
Yeah, that's the best I could do.
Okay. Anyway. So, Ixis right now with the lead in. Stock number 1? Okay.
Not quite. Nice forward air by Ixis. I do believe that's one of those hurt box shifting forward airs that does help him live a little bit longer. Once again, using that forward air. And no need to tech there. The invincibility on the up B is enough. 185% on Sonic and 2.5 minutes left. This is really rough for Griffith because he does not only need to make the kill happen. Afterwards, he will have all the momentum reset as Ixis can put on all the pressure he wants using his invincibility.
This is also the first time in the entire set, I think, that Griffith is in possibility. Whoa! Okay, he got greedy again. He got really greedy
again. However,
he can chill.
Still Ixis.
He can chill.
He can still chill.
I think that was the first time in the entirety of their encounters that Ixis was in kill percent for a throw.
Oh yeah.
Of course, getting the throw on Sonic is like nightmare land.
But not easy to grab Sonic for sure. Here comes the back throw though. Nice damage by Ixis. Gets a little bit of pressure, a little bit of cornering, but nothing too crazy. Just gonna retreat back, reset neutral, play it safe. We already see Ixis use a lot more spin dash because, as we've noticed, Griffith is just not punishing the air dodges on the Witch Time very well.
Yes, definitely. So that means spin dash becomes slightly more viable.
Slightly.
Usually
enough to be a threat in this situation.
Usually Witch Time is like the hard counter to spin dash.
Yep.
So there we go. Oh, he just comes in with a raw dash attack. Ixis not shielding and cancelling in time. Gets hit by that. Only eats like 10%. Is found off stage. Immediately retreats back to center.
And Ixis is just pushing forward with this lead. Look at that. 1 minute on the clock and 100% for Griffith to even make this happen.
Yeah, and Ixis isn't even running away. He's fighting him head on.
I mean, he's doing the same thing as he has been doing. He gets that one hit that is relatively easy to... Okay. He gets that one hit that is relatively safe, and then he backs off. Back to neutral.
But also Bayonetta at ledge needs to be careful now. Back throw is getting slightly more dangerous by the second.
Griffith look for those game-ending moves. We saw the Witch Time come out a few times. And ooh, platform, that is scary, scary business. Ixis wants no part of that. Immediately disengage and go back to the ground. And whoa, that barely connected. That was impeccable by Ixis. Immediately converting the spin dash hit into a back air. And once again, nearly a 6-minute game, but Ixis Making it 2-2, going to game 5 on this first set of Grand Finals.
Yeah, and now we're looking to see if Ixis is going to clutch it out, if Ixis is going to let the Grand Final set 2 happen, or if anything else is going to happen. Is there a third option?
No. Either he wins or he loses.
I mean, there's tie, and then we replay with one stock.
Yeah, and then he wins or he loses.
No, there's also the way that they can still tie again.
And then he wins or he loses.
Is there a sudden death clause?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Either way, I don't think we're going to see a sudden death. The only thing I want to see is this Sonic just all over Bayonetta. 43% immediately off of one simple string.
Yeah.
And heel slide, once again connecting. We have seen that move do a lot of work for Griffith in set 1. A lot of stray heel slides just connecting on Ixis, while Ixis was busy performing his neutral ritual, whatever that is. Yeah, a lot of spin dash.
And now Ixis has most likely gotten that as a reminder and tries to stay out of the burst range of Bayonetta, which is a heel slide.
Not quite in that scenario. Griffith not reacting to the SDI vote, and no kill confirm for Ixis. Ooh, there's the witch time. It was the bat within witch time, so that's not going to be a hard convert. However, that extra bit of damage is going to make this neutral ever so closer. Only 23% separating these players right now. And you know when you're counting percents that we're going to look at another like 6-minute game, right?
It can happen. Everything can happen.
However, right now it's already
honestly, I
wonder.
Oh,
there's
that's
the air dodge
Griffith,
again.
can you do it?
Griffith absolutely flubs the confirm.
Yeah, so I guess he needs to go back to the lab with that.
Yeah.
Maybe ask Hedron for that.
And for now, Ixis is looking so solidly. Now that he knows how much he can abuse spin dash versus this Bayonetta specifically, Sonic's neutral is back to the oppressive neutral that it was. And that really is one of Bayonetta's biggest weaknesses, that neutral game. Ooh, nice run-up grab.
Wow.
Griffith so bold with that one. And the Becker on the jump.
And the double jump is gone for Ixis here.
No rude up B by Ixis. He's just taking it easy.
And now we've got ourselves even percentages. More or less even.
Looking good for Ixis.
Wow.
He keeps closing the gap more and more and more. And now he is even in the lead. Very minor lead.
Getting
once
one
again,
of those
the
grabs.
run-up grab. That's so bold and it's so hard to make that call out versus Sonic because as we've outlined before, Sonic has amazing attacks and he's really good at beating your approaches and your commitments. That grab is one of the hardest commitments you can throw out there, and Griffith makes it happen all the way to the kill. And look at this full combo.
Oh, Ixis with slight SDI up and away.
Nice. Not going to let Bayo confirm that into a full combo. Griffith, however, still...
Wow, very nice spacing on that, expecting the immediate nair down from Bayonetta and kicks her in the face and out of the Dreamland.
Yeah, no dreams. This is just nightmares for Ixis right now. He does have a deficit. And that heel slide, not going to connect this time around. Look at that nair spacing. Immediately going to go into the down tilt and the up B. Single hit, but not close enough to get the up air convert afterwards. Nice SDI by Ixis. A little bit risky, but it is going to work out. And that's an 80% lead right now for Griffith. And Griffith is really hungry for the bracket reset right now.
Yeah, most definitely. Because that is...
Nice grab by Ixis. Going to catch the landing lag. Spin dash. Another spin dash uses the spring.
This is going slightly faster than I expected it to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They are now fighting head-on. I've seen Ixis do so many spin dashes right now. And he's pressing so many buttons that Griffith is going in with a dash deck and it actually connects. And these fairs from the ledges, Ixis hasn't done those the entire set.
And
they are coming in now.
Yep. And that's the most important thing. Getting those mix-ups when Bayo least expects it. And Ixis...
Is that a spike?
Ixis is barely...
Oh my god!
Not gonna get that kill. Oh my goodness, that was such a great play. But it's not gonna be enough. However, all the damage and the mental damage, he's not worried about the clock. That's 30% differential, which is way better than the near 90% he was looking at earlier. Ixis is definitely clawing his way back into the game right now.
Yeah, and Griffith absolutely... That was a wake-up call for him. It was like, okay, I'm not going to do anything anymore. Let me just go on that platform. He's not even going off stage anymore. He's just chilling. Never mind, he's just going in for the dash deck, trying to catch a jump from the ledge.
No Cigarvo, and Ixis very patiently waiting for the special lag, but no punish right there on the landing. probably waiting out a witch time, but not getting it. And ooh, no convert. No.
Is that it?
Oh,
and
that is
it!
Ixis getting the 50-50 on the up air, finishing it without any bracket reset for Griffith. 2 3-2 wins, neck to neck, but in the end, Ixis showing how strong he is, fully deserving that trip to Midwest Mayhem 11. Give it up for your winner here at the EGA Invitational in the Netherlands.
Yeah, we can already see Bada coming up to Ixis, congratulating him on his win. And I'm sure